One of the questions that I get from a lot of people, especially I talk to business owners all the time, is what kind of marketing should I be doing? What kind of marketing should my company be doing? Right? I think it really is an important question because you don't want to be marketing perhaps differently than the type of business that you have today, right? If you have a startup that's just getting started, you have to do a different type of marketing than someone who's a little bit more established with bigger budget, right? So I like to simplify this into sort of the way that we as buyers interact with brands when we're making a buying decision. We have to assume that every single person who's ever bought something, they bought it because they were aware of a company, right? You never buy something from a company you've never heard of. Like, you've never heard of it. How can you buy it? Because you have to have heard of the company, heard that they have a solution to your problem, and then you filled out a form or you called them or they came and gave you an estimate and you decided to buy the product or service. So similarly, as a small company, you're just getting started, you have to invest as much time and energy and money and resources in building a brand. That's a simplistic form. That is brand awareness. You have to spend a lot of time and energy building brand awareness. Well, they might ask, Solomon, how do I build brand awareness? Well, it's a great question, because brand awareness is getting as many visitors, as many people to go to your website, or as many people to call your office or whatever it is, to understand that you offer this product or service, okay? So that is, if you put out a blog, is to promote as much of that blog to people that are looking for what it is that you do in your audience. It could be age, demographic, it could be male, female, income, whatever that is. You want to promote your content that you're creating to as many people that fit the bill. That's for a new company. You should not be looking as a new company to generate 5, 10x and 20x return on investment, because again, if people don't know you exist, how are they going to consider you as an alternative to whatever they were going to do, right? So first of all is awareness, second is consideration, third is decision. Bigger brands can invest more time into having them pick you over another company, like Burger King, McDonald's. They're always going head to head, or Wendy's or whatever. They're going head to head. Cars, right? A lot of manufacturers of cars, they're going head to head with similar brands, similar features, similar, kind of cars, based on the cost of the car, based on the people that they attract. They're going head to head with other companies, but the newer car brands are just working on getting awareness, just to make sure that people can consider them in the future as a potential alternative. And finally, the biggest of brands are working on capturing the demand, or what I say decision. Or finally, the biggest of brands are working on capturing the actual demand that is in the marketplace. That is the folks that are, if you've been in business, you have customers, people know your product or service exists. This is not a brand new service that no one's ever heard of. And you have established marketplace, right? You have established brand, customers, and so on. You can work on getting more customers by simply capturing the demand that's already there. You don't have to create any demand, because you've been there. You have to create demand if you're a small company. If you're a small business, you got to create the demand so people know you exist. They'll call you or text you, they're subscribing to your newsletter, and so on. A lot of times what companies do is they're looking at bottom of funnel, and only bottom of funnel when they're trying to grow their business. They're only looking for, hey, if I can just get more people to come to my website and fill out the form for this thing that I solve, right? This challenge that I solve. And sadly, they're never gonna come and fill out the form because you don't have any brand equity. They don't know that you exist. So investing in brand awareness is probably the biggest thing that you can do, even if you have been around for a while. So when we're building marketing campaigns, we're building top of funnel awareness campaigns. We're building middle of funnel campaigns to capture those people that have been to the website. We're creating retargeting ads and all this great stuff to get people to show up back to our site, to finish what they started, to make the purchase, to fill out the form, or to register for a webinar or whatever that is. And then finally, we're creating bottom of funnel campaigns to capture anyone that's been to our site but maybe not have purchased, right? To make sure that if they search for this particular term, then that is a high intent search. That means that they're ready to make a purchase. They're not just looking for ideas on what to do with their home. They're looking for a rug that is this size and that size with this kind of print. That is a high intent search. That means that they're going to make a purchase, right? And that is what I call bottom of funnel. So think about it. Where you are today, you have to decide, hey, am I going to create more awareness? Am I going to create more content to get me other people that are searching for what I do in search campaigns and Google Ads? If you're wondering what kind of marketing does my company need, it really depends on where you are. If you're brand new, you need to build as much awareness as possible. If you've been around for a long time, you need to build consideration type of campaign to get more of the traffic that you build, more of the business that's out there, including brand awareness, and you want to capture more of that as well. So the bigger the company, it's so much easier to get results. And sadly, it's not easy for the guy that's just starting because of the fact that you're like, hey, I got to start somewhere. Not to worry, not to lose hope. There's still plenty of marketing strategies for startups. We work with startups all the time. So if you have more questions, leave it in the comment. If you like this content, click that like button. Let me know what your challenges are. I'll be more than glad to answer them for you. It's easy stuff, you guys. You just have to figure out what works for you, how to get your ad, your business to show up in front of the right people at the right time. That's what marketing is, right? To show up in front of the right people at the right time and let them know you exist. Trust me, they will make buying decisions. So super excited. Hopefully we can chat soon. Consider subscribing to this channel, and I will see you next time.